How do you make the best cookies of all time? One way is to listen to me explain how to do so. The making of delicious and mouth-watering cookies is crucial for your happiness. So without further ado, let's get into how to make the best cookies of all time.
First, the ingredients you will need to make the best cookies is a stick of salted butter, brown sugar, white sugar, eggs, vanilla extract, all-purpose flour, baking soda, salt, semi-sweet chocolate chips, and semi-sweet chocolate chips. Have the ingredients laid out where you will be creating these masterpieces, so they are easy to get to without a hassle of looking for them. Now for your machinery or other key parts of this important project is a stovetop, an oven, wax baking sheets, a baking pan, or a pot or pan. Measuring tools, wooden spoon, and a stand mixer.
Start by getting the pot or pan and put it on the stove on low to medium heat. Also, plug in your stand mixer. Now, to explain the exact measurements of how to make the cookies. Start by putting 1.5 sticks of salted butter in your pan or pot and put it on low heat on your stovetop. Once on your stovetop, mix it around with a wooden spoon until it's a brownish liquid. First it will begin to bubble up and eventually it will turn to a golden brown color. Scoop 1 cup of light brown sugar and 1/4 cup of white sugar. Now add the measurements of sugar into your stand bowl. Take the butter off of the stove and pour it into your sugar combination. Now turn your stand mixer on and mix your sugar and butter until just combined. Make sure your butter and sugar mixture is not too hot because we will be adding in eggs and you do not want to cook your eggs in the warm mixture. So now that the mixture is done cooling and is at room temperature, add into the mixing bowl 1 large egg yolk, make sure to include no shell or egg white. Now add 1 whole egg, no shell. And finally measure out 1 tablespoon of vanilla and pour it into the mixture. Now mix and turn on the stand mixer. Again until just all the ingredients are combined. Next, measure out and add 1 3/4 cup of all-purpose flour. Measure and add 3/4 teaspoon of baking soda and add into the mixture.
Now add a teaspoon of salt.
Again, mix all the ingredients until just combined in your stand mixer. chocolate chip cookies, measure out and add 2 cups of semi-sweet chocolate chips or any kind of chocolate you prefer and pour them into the bowl of dough. Now preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, so once you are done with the next steps, the cookies will be ready to be baked. From there, get a spoon and scoop your cookie dough. Roll the balls in between your hands to the size of about golf balls. And flatten them on the baking sheet. Now put on your oven mitt and place the baking sheets into the oven with the cookies on them. Now bake for 11 to 12 minutes. Once they are done baking, use your oven mitt and carefully take them out of the oven. Once you pull them out of the oven, place them on your stovetop or any area that can take the heat of the pan. Give these cookies about 3 to 5 minutes to cool before eating so they will not fall apart and are set. Once they come out of the oven, you give them time to cool. You should have just created the most delicious cookies ever. This is a major accomplishment because in life today, it is hard to make and let alone find the perfect recipe to make the best cookies. But no worries, you just did. Finally, after all your hard work, you are now able to enjoy the best cookies ever.